Today we hiked up to East Zigzag from the south. After a rough but doable drive up Road 207, we reached the trailhead where there were two other vehicles. Stay tuned until the end when I have more to report about that road. We set off up the trail, which was actually once a continuation of the road. These last 2 miles of road were closed and converted into a trail around 1978 when the boundary of the Mount Hood Wilderness was expanded. This was a pleasant stretch of quiet, shady forest. Parts of this used to be brushy, but Trail Keepers of Oregon recently came in and brushed out some sections. After 2 miles, we reached the site of the former Devil's Meadow campground, which was probably decommissioned around the same time as the road. Odd spot for a campground, as there is no flat ground here. We turned onto Devil's Tie Trail, then the Zigzag Mountain Trail, then turned towards Cass Lake. Cass Lake was calm and windless when we stopped to take a break. Soon it became quiet as the last of the backpackers headed out. After our break, we finished circumnavigating the lake. Unfortunately, we saw one fire ring that was built way too close to the shoreline, and another fire ring that was still hot to the touch. Not only are backpackers required to put out their fires until it's cool to the touch, but there is a fire ban right now. After Cass Lake, we headed up to East Zigzag. The views from the summit are overgrown, but on the approach from the west, we had nice views to the north of Mount St. Helens, Mount Adams, and Mount Rainier. There was once a fire lookout up here on the summit with a 360-degree view, but the lookout has been gone for decades, and the trees have grown up. The best view of Mount Hood came on the descent down the east side of the peak, and now we could see Burnt Lake far below, which we have visited numerous times on past hikes. We reached the junction where the Burnt Lake Trail heads south and turned right. The next mile of trail was in the worst shape of anything we've been on today. It was brushy with at least 20 blowdown. The rest of this video shows the drive up Road 207, sped up. In 2021, someone reported on the Oregon Hikers Forum that the road was not as bad as it once was. The road passes through a parcel of private land that got clear-cut that year, which resulted in some improvements to the road for the first stretch. However, this was my first time driving it, so I cannot provide a before and after comparison. 3 miles from Highway 26, you reach the edge of the clear cut, and that is where the improved section ends. After that, the road is rough with potholes. The road ends 5.3 miles from the highway, where there's a small parking area at the trailhead.